They said it began with a single photograph, blurry, taken late at night outside a quiet studio in Seoul. The figures were hardly recognizable, faces hidden beneath masks and oversized hoodies. Yet someone swore, with the trembling certainty only a fan could have, that the tall figure stepping out of a black van was BTS's Jungkook. And the one who stepped just moments after, from another car parked a little too conveniently close, was none other than Winter from aespa. No greeting. No touch. Not even a glance exchanged. Yet, it was the distance that made it suspicious. The kind of distance people keep when they don't want to be seen together, but can't bear to be too far apart either. That was all it took. The internet caught fire. Some fans dismissed it immediately, coincidence, edited, their idols, always in studios. But others leaned in closer, replaying short clips, zooming into reflections, reading their steps like poetry. Because this wasn't the first time. Months before, fans noticed matching bracelets. A simple silver chain, nothing extraordinary, yet somehow too identical to ignore. Jungkook wore his during a V Live. Winter's flashed briefly in a behind-the-scenes clip. And then suddenly, in schedules following the rumor, both bracelets disappeared. Coincidence again? Or careful silence? Some say the bond between them didn't start with secret dates or whispered conversations, but in the quiet of rehearsals and overlapping studio schedules. HYB and SM buildings aren't that far apart, and special collaborations, joint rehearsals, brand events, they make paths cross more than fans believe. And maybe that's when eyes met, not as idols, not as global icons, but as two people tired, hungry, lost in the chaos of fame, just needing someone who understands. One witness said they saw them at a late-night cafe near Han River, Jungkook sitting by the window, Winter arriving minutes later, hood up, mask on. No staff, no bodyguards in sight. She sat across from him. They didn't speak much. But she smiled. He looked at her like he hadn't seen peace in weeks. Of course, no photos exist. Only words. Words scattered across anonymous forums by someone who claimed to have seen what no camera could capture. And then there was the concert. BTS had just finished performing in Busan. Cameras caught Jungkook on stage, breathing hard, sweaty, but smiling. In the crowd, among thousands of lightsticks and tears, a camera flashed to aespa. All four members were cheering, but fans claimed Jungkook's eyes lingered a second longer on Winter. Just a second. But sometimes, a second is all it takes to start a storm. The rumor died down for a while. Jungkook focused on solo projects, Winter continued with aespa's comeback. Everything looked normal. Until one day, Winter was seen at Incheon Airport wearing a black bucket hat, white oversized hoodie, and a pair of Converse. Jungkook had been spotted wearing the same combination the day before in a dance practice clip. Fans stitched the videos together, frame by frame, analyzing every detail like detectives of a love story no one was supposed to know. Maybe it's fantasy. Maybe it's fate. People began noticing other things too. Jungkook, during a live stream, mentioned an unnamed female idol whose voice he admired, soft but strong. Winter once said in an interview that there's a male idol whose work ethic inspires her. He never stops, even when the world thinks he's enough, he still tries. They didn't mention names. But names weren't needed. Not for those who already wanted to believe. And then the melody moment happened. Winter was singing a cover of a song during a fan sign, "Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You." Pure, gentle. A week later, Jungkook uploaded a short clip humming the same song. Same key. Same line. He ended it abruptly, laughing shyly as if he had revealed something he shouldn't have. Fans went wild. Was it a dedication? A coincidence? Or a conversation spoken through music? But every rumor comes with a price. Anti-fans called it delusional. Some called it betrayal. Others began attacking Winter online, accusing her of chasing clout, of using Jungkook's name. Her company stayed silent. Jungkook said nothing too, but silence can be louder than denial. The hate got so bad that Winter temporarily deactivated one of her personal fan message accounts. No explanation. No goodbye. Just disappearance. And Jungkook, during a live stream shortly after, seemed different. He didn't smile as much. He paused often, staring at the comments, reading silently, breathing heavily. Fans swore his eyes looked like he was holding back words that would never be allowed to escape. The industry has rules. Idols aren't supposed to feel what ordinary people feel. They're supposed to be stars, distant, untouchable, belonging to everyone and no one at the same time. Dating isn't forbidden, but it's punished, in reputation, in lost fans, in shattered illusions. Maybe that's why if something between them is real, it exists only in stolen moments and unsent messages. Still, hope remained, stubborn like a flame in the wind. Fans started noticing subtle interactions again. During an awards show, aespa and BTS were seated several tables apart. Cameras caught a moment, Winter adjusting her hair, glancing toward BTS's table. Jungkook, mid-conversation, turned his head just slightly. Eyes aligned. No smile. No nod. Just a silent acknowledgement. 2 seconds. That was it. Yet fans clipped it, slowed it down, replayed it, adding captions like the look that says everything and nothing. People say you can hide words, but not eyes. The whispers returned stronger when a producer, anonymous, but well-known in underground forums, claimed Jungkook had been writing a song. Not for BTS. Not for himself. For someone whose voice sounds like winter wind. Fans assumed it was just metaphor. Until Winter, in a live stream, said she'd been listening to a new song on repeat, a demo, not out yet. Someone special sent it. She didn't name him. But her smile said enough. Commitment or coincidence? No one knows for sure. Maybe they're just friends. Maybe they were something more once, until the world's pressure turned something beautiful into something silent. Or maybe, just maybe, they're still writing their story in hidden spaces, away from cameras and questions. Because sometimes the most real love is the one that has no pictures, no confirmation, just two hearts quietly beating in sync even when oceans and expectations stand between them. Tonight, as the rumors rise once again, hashtags trending, fan wars rekindling, somewhere in Seoul, Jungkook might be staring at the city lights from his apartment window. Winter might be humming a melody in her dorm room. Maybe they're thinking of each other. Maybe they're not. But the world is watching, waiting, hoping. Because in a world built on perfect images and scripted emotions, the idea that two stars could love in secret feels painfully, beautifully human. In the end,